Alfred Isaac Midleton, the greatest explorer that never existed. You might have seen this story on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, or any other social media site that you're using. It's a post accompanied by several old-timey looking pictures and a text telling of the great explorer Alfred Isaac Midleton, going something like this. British explorer Alfred Isaac Midleton traveled the farthest reaches of the globe during the late 19th century in search of zoological, botanical, and archaeological wonders. These recently unearthed photographs help to shed a light on some of his amazing discoveries during several missions to then uncharted regions of Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Amazon rainforest. Unfortunately, all of his journals and scientific writings were lost in 1901, when Midleton and his team vanished during a Sumatran expedition to uncover the fabled lost city of Davli II. Due to these tragic events, scant details are known about what you see in these fascinating photos. The character's name is a clue to the origin of the story, A.I. Midleton, the city of Davli II, a play on Dali II, and the story's source looks quite straightforward from here. The author has been quite clever when constructing the narrative. Midleton was the name of an archaeologist and museum director during the 1800s. His full name was John Henry Midleton, and an archaeological society was named after him in 2011. That the name resembles a real person makes the story more believable. Add then that the main story is based on the life of Percy Fawcett, who got lost when searching for a lost city in Brazil, the location of which is described in a document who's usually called Manuscript 512. This document of dubious origin describes the journey of a couple of slavers in early colonial Brazil. One day, one of the unnamed slavers stumbles across a city that looks like having Roman triumphant arches and obelisks. The group don't find much except one gold coin in the city, and several attempts to find this anachronistic Roman-looking town has been made, and today most think this story probably is a fabrication. But the manuscript has inspired other works of fiction, most notable Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel The Lost City. Doyle also appears in some of these stories about A.I. Midleton as the curator of Midleton's accounts. I also think it's good to highlight that Percy Fawcett might be the inspiration for Indiana Jones, and note the resemblance between Fawcett and this picture claimed to be of A.I. Midleton. Sensationalist blogs like Lost Books and Mysteries Unsolved has also invented a source in the shape of a book they in the text usually refer to as the Lost Casket of Davli II. As you might suspect, this book is a semi-true invention. The book is named The Lost Casket, and the original was written by French author Fortune de Boisguet and was published in 1881. It does not contain Midleton, gold statues, Davli II, or anything connected to the story. And if we look at these pictures, we see artifacts typical of AI-generated images. These artifacts are most visible in the photograph depicting people. Even if AI has come a long way, it still struggles with rendering naturally looking humans. We also see that most photos are based on, depictions of space shuttles. And as AI imagery becomes increasingly more advanced, it becomes essential to analyze stories critically. Who is the source and how does the story hold up when examined? Overall, the dangers of AI-generated images highlight the importance of being cautious when evaluating the authenticity and reliability of any photos we encounter, and taking steps to protect ourselves from potential abuse or misuse of this technology. Some will try to use it to spread misinformation, and we need to prepare ourselves for this. And we should not forget the technology's usefulness and possibilities in our research when trying to maybe picture how an archaeological site might have looked like, for example. Now at the end of this video, how much of this text was made with AI? Do you want to take a guess? See you next time.